These are my Thunder Mifflins, bro. Ease up. Ease up on Mifflins, man. Yep. Should I film an episode? Is that what you're telling me? All right. I'll get off my ass and go to the lab. But I don't really care if Andre and everybody's waiting. I'm having coffee. Come on, man. All right, let's go. Well, it is raining again. So I'm gonna do a couple of little dinky things and have some fun here for a minute. And then I'm gonna do some housework. But you don't get to see me do housework. No one gets to see me do housework. I like to call myself the Disney crew. Once my family has sort of disappeared and left for the day, or gone to bed for the evening, I come out and I do my job. I gotta change the framing on this thing. Excuse me. I don't know why I don't just lock my camera in landscape. It's how I film everything. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm such a complete Luddite. And I don't like technology. Anyway, one of the things I wanted to kind of build was this brand new to the shelves and brand new to the sort of genre of superheroes with oh my god, my ankles were underneath the chair and it just decided to collapse on me. Oh wow, man, that hurt. Consider that your feet were back. It's an office chair. My feet went back and pressed the lever, and then the seat collapsed on my ankles with my toes still in the crouching sort of position. That was like some sort of prisoner of war shit right there. Oh my gosh. So, back to Wolverine here. I got it primarily because I wanted the little Logan Wolverine character Lego set, but I do like these robot bodies. So I'm going to give you a quick look at the box art. It's pretty neat. And then I'm going to go ahead and just build this really quick. We'll throw it in high gear. Finally found my dang knife. Yay. Also found this slick Mustang here that is missing from my case, I would imagine. The stuff you find when you dig behind your desk or whatever. Okay. 3 bags of parts in the box. The one thing I do appreciate about Lego is that their boxes open real easy. And then they give you these 3 bags of parts like you're not going to just open them and sort them or whatever. They never build in stages. They never build that none of these pieces ever matters in terms of let's keep these together with these and then we'll build this. It never has anything to do with it. So, let me do the old part snap here. Ready? Okay. Let's try this again. Dang it. Okay, obviously. I'm just gonna have to do this by hand. Hang on. Woo! All right. Well, you know, my grandkids love it when I do that. But I'll tell you what. There is something to putting the pieces out into groupings. One of the things is that part identity becomes something in your mind, and when you have lots of tiny little pieces like this, laying them out and actually getting your hands on them and knowing like which type they are by handling each one, kind of looking it over, putting it in a grouping, you gain a sense of where things are, so that when the instructions ask you for those parts, you will kind of already know where you should look for them. It also helps so that you can discern between very similar colors. You know, this off-white and the gray. To some folks' eye may be a little bit tricky. You know, and I'll tell you what, the other thing is that under quote unquote my studio lighting that I've got here, it really washes out to my eye, my older eye. So it kind of helps me to know where to look for a part grouping. Anyway, I would like to give credit where credit is due. The sort of piece sorting idea came back to me as a model maker and etc. The last time I made these with our grandkids, River and Silas, it was something that I believe River came up with. He started sorting his parts out into color as he had been taught, I believe by his grandparents. As he had been taught, though. And so I would like to, of course, big shout out to my grandsons who, you know, they got me back into good modeling habits. Anyway, I'll tell you what, let's not waste any more time. Let's get this sucker built. I'm going to throw it into high gear as always, so that you don't have to waste a lot of time watching how this thing goes together, but I will give you a look over it and a final summation at the end of this video here. So let's go. You know, I've built these things before. You know what to expect. They're about $1.50 a pieces, 150 pieces, something like that. And again, I just picked this up because I wanted the Wolverine mini character out of it. But I do enjoy these mech suits a lot more than I thought I would in terms of a concept. The idea of a superhero then also needing a mech suit is silly unless you're Iron Man or, you know, one of those. but I do enjoy kind of the concept, the build of them, and I like the ease with which you can do Lego. So I didn't intend for it, but I did that entire one there with just my left hand. So Lego is just really dependable. You know, their parts always fit as they should. They always snap into place, and they usually hold against any kind of strain. And I was having to kind of pop those ball joints on with one hand and or push it against the table a little bit. I didn't start to do that, but I was just like, well, I've started, you know, with the instructions in my hand up close so that my bad eyes could see them. So I was like, well, all right, let's try yet another stunt added onto this. But this is all building towards, remember, this is all building towards the Intimidator, which was sent to me by my mom, wonderful woman, a saint, my mother. If she had wheels, she'd be a wagon. No. My mom sent me the Mustang, the 67. The 67, you can set it up as a 67 fastback. You can have like the hood out of it. I mean, it's going to be an uphill slog, and I will promise you one thing. I'm going to use both my goddamn hands. And probably I will use my teeth too. For the first time in history since I was a child, I will be making Lego using my canines and incisors. Oh, Dr. Schwartz, I apologize. All of your work, both of you, you and your daughter, I apologize profusely for the way I treat you, or the teeth on loan to me. I'm kidding. These are all mine. These are all mine, except for this one right here. Got knocked out in a fight, which I lost. Don't fight, kids. Don't fight. Anyway, that's that. Let's do something different. Snake, bub. Can't forget that part. Behind me here is my bench. This is what happens momentarily when I turn my back. It fills up with crap. I need this area here to work on my next model. So I'm going to have to move a few things around and get rid of a few things. But I thought I would give you all sort of a long shot, if you will, of my work area, because it did give you sort of an up close, but it doesn't really give you too much better of an idea as to how much space I work in on a regular basis. This is a bench where I keep all of my small electrical tools, all of my electronics, testing devices and stuff like that, ohmmeter, and I have everything in a sort of loose loose. I know where everything is. Everything is. But I'm going to bring you in closer here now. This is actually a comic book I've been reading. Pretty cool stuff. Because I only work here. We only do work here at the old bench, right? Hey, at least it's not a copy of Penthouse. Okay? So, I'm going to move you down here now that you have something of an idea of where you're actually sitting in the room now. How's that sound? Neat look at my stuff, huh? Let me move you around here. It's killing my neck. All right. Let me grab my trusty utility blade. I lost this utility blade for like a day and a half, and it hamstrung my production here because I do not use my craft knife to cut anything other than what I am using it on, whether it is wood, whether it is plastic. I only use the craft knife for the craft knife, and I have another blade for opening stuff. I know it sounds anal, but it's not. You want to keep your blade for the surfaces that you're working with. And depending on the surface that you're working with, the blade needs to be changed out. So, I don't use my craft cutting for anything more than the cuts I'm going to be making, because it's a more expensive blade on the whole. If you listen closely, you can hear the rain outside. This is like a file folder here. I horribly screwed up trying to get it to come out. I'm just gonna rip it. I don't care. I'm not gonna keep any of this packaging anyway. Let's see how much this packaging feels like quite a bit. But anyway, there's the file folder. If you didn't see me talk about this a couple of episodes ago, I don't remember how far ago, probably there or less. This is another 3D wood model that I'm going to build. It is a model of the original Enterprise, unlike the one that I've got hanging in my room already, which is based on the film. Everybody's a critic. Lucy is under the table right now, and so, would you go away? Lou, you gotta get out too. Go. Yeah. She doesn't like it because there's a heating vent underneath the table here, and she has organized it into her own little heat blower, and so she hates it when I'm here working because it brings the dog around. All right, let's talk about what's in the box. As I said before, when I went over the back, it looked like they give you a book, which is kind of cool. Inside the iconic Federation Starship by Dayton Ward. It is a substantial pamphlet about the original NC-17. Or NC-10117, whatever. It's the NC-17 here in this house, I'll tell you what. Anyway, some neat stuff about the models and stuff that they created for the show. And yeah, I'll take a look at that pretty soon. In Credibuilds, they also put in a little catalog here. They do Fantastic Beasts and Harry Potter and Star Wars and Disney and Assassin's Creed and Destiny. Holy cow. These people hold the licenses. They have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Despicable Me, Marvel, DC. Uh-oh. Oh Lord, they make a Burton Batmobile. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So yeah, okay. I hope I like this kit. I hope I like it. So far, the ups and extras are neat. Read before assembling. And then they have between 2 pieces of cardboard with spacers on them and everything. They give you the parts on an insanely small set of cut pieces. This is one sheet. I'm gonna do this in like 2 minutes. Stick around. Oh, kind of a bummer. Well, it's not going to be as large as any of the it's not going to be as large as the triplane for sure. But it's going to be cute. Oh my god, the base is even built into the ship itself. That's not cool. Points off. Points off. Okay? The stand shouldn't be something I'm going to have to cut off here. It's bullshit. Incredibly simplistic. Ridiculously simplistic. We'll see how it looks when it's put together. But, you know, I'm not going to bitch. But I am going to tell you right now, this can't be worth the money I spent on it. Can't remember even how much I spent. I'm going to have to look up on my account. But this is what happened. This is what I do for you. And I'm not joking when I say that. This is what I do. I spend my money on this stuff so that you all... I'm so sorry, Nazar. I'm going to have to say it. I'm going to have to say it. I do this for y'all. Forgive me, dude. I'm not trying to steal your jokes. That is courtesy of Nazar at Nostalgic and Shelby Street Diecast. He has 2 different channels, and they are both wonderful stuff. He on Nostalgic, it's a little more of a vlog, a little more of a kind of a slice of life thing these days. And then on Shelby Street Diecast, he pays a lot of attention to the customs that he does, and you know, diecast in general is more of a thing on Shelby Street. So please check out Shelby Street Diecast and Nostalgic, N-A-Z. Well, I put it on the screen before. I'll put it on the screen again. But genius people. That means cold beer and Polish. Blade is closed. Not gonna have to use too much of these things. You gotta pop it out. Find the pieces 1 and 2 on the board. Pop out only these puzzle pieces from the board. To put the 2 pieces together, to match up and slide the slots into each piece. Okay? So... the die cuts are good so far. these laser cut pieces of balsa, it inspires me. I feel like I want to get one of these things, one of these cutters, you know, and make these patterns. Of course, you know, you're not gonna get the license. But you know, to be able to like maybe download these patterns a little bit off of the internet and be able to kind of do these things yourself would be fun. You know, not to have to rely on everybody for your inspirations would be good. There are, like, on some of these, there are sides and pieces because they burnished the piece with a little bit of color, or maybe it's just the burn, which is really kind of neat in the laser. 8 and 9. 8.
Boy, it's been a while since I've cracked a wafer.
The body of balsa.
Still got it.
I was an acolyte for 5 years. Most people serve for 4. But I was an acolyte in the church. So, okay. Sometimes the instructions can get a little obtuse to these things, just like Lego. You get, you try to get the pieces on the way you need them, but it's still, you know, 1, 2, 3. You know, all of a sudden they go from 4 to, let's see. They don't go from 4 to 5, they don't go from 4 to 7. I go from 4 to 7. To boldly go where no modeler is going because you've skipped a step, you moron. Okay, let's start again with 4 and 5. Punch it out without breaking it, because you're gonna break it.
The body of balsa.
4 and 5. Put them on there. Put them on, put them on, put them on me. Why I'm not doing this in fast forward, I don't know. Probably because there just isn't that much to do and it would be like a blip, you know? 4, 5, and then oddly enough, after 4 and 5 comes 6, 7. So we're gonna do 6 and 7.
Body of balsa.
That in there like that. And this one in here, like this. Boy, you really can't screw these up.
I'm trying.
was what? 6 and 7. That's 5, 4, 5, and 6 and 7. 8 and 9 is done. So I guess 10 and 11? Is 10 and 11 what I do? Okay. 10 and 11. Balsa joke now. Okay. Fetching 10 and 11. So, you know what's next then? That's right. 12. 12. Come on. 12. And I put it in the slot. I'm slotting the slot, and it goes like this up. You see? You see? You see? Like that. It's nice. It fits. Okay. And then after that comes the 13 underneath. That up in there the correct way. Boy. And then I gotta do a what? A 13. I hid that uncomfortable hunk of balsa. The only place I knew. And then let's see, 14. Are you with me on this? 14. Is everybody still awake? Have you gone to find another channel now yet? Because this is really dumb. This is riveting television right here that I'm producing. Oi. Come on, get out there. Okay. So I did a little 14-bit. No, 15 part of the stand I will be cutting off later. But I'll make it anyway. I'm about to hear the doorbell ring. I think someone is home. 15 at the 16 for this stupid thing. And then I got the yeah. So then it goes in there like that. Okay. All right. 12. 13. 13 is what? Number 17. 13 is 17. That's 21. This was 17 here. Yeah. So we put that on, right? Like this. Until that pops through, you know? Because there's going to be a little bit of a thing that goes there. Oh, it's well made. Good for customizing. Make your own measurements. I do, on the other one, on the triplane, I did have to use some glue. But we'll see where this one goes. So that's 17 is on, barely. 18 is just this little schmutz here. 18 goes on top like that, and then that gives you a little more stability, I see. Sorry about my finger. If anybody's, tuned in yesterday, I bled for the channel. It's nice how they keep these things, 19 is 19 and 20 is 20, and you don't have to worry about it. Too bad. Don't mind the cats and the dog. They get into it, and it's good natured. They love each other. Oh boy, this is just terrible. Hey Lucy, shut up! Hey, Lou! Lou! Oh, Lulu. Hey, Axel. Give her some space. Shit. Come on, shut up. Shut up!
This is how I relax.
Oh, God. I asked my wife, I said, you want another dog? She said, yeah. I said, okay. The cats would be a lot happier without it, but okay, now I gotta take a 21. Is this big bopper? And
now remember, I said like some of these things you can see are sort of embossed with a little bit of burn, so you got to make sure that you get the right side out, meaning this is going to face down.
And this artwork here slides on to meet the other disc. That's kind of good. It creates that sort of rounded, stacked appearance of the saucer section of the ship. That's kind of cool. So 21, 22 is piece 22. I'm starting to see how this goes. They're very organized at this company. 22 on there with the embossment facing out. The lines connect up. 22, 23. Another thing when you're modeling, please don't get ahead of yourself and just punch all the pieces out.
These things are hard enough to sort of discern
as it is. So that's 23. We're going to do 24 now, which is this last one here, I figure. From the bottom of the section. I'm going to face the white side out. Should I? Or the dark? I don't think it really matters much. As it is the bottom of the saucer section. How often am I going to see it? Okay. Interesting though too, if I'm gonna hang this thing, it's gonna be really front heavy. Okay, 25. And the other side isn't even up till 32, so I am figuring that they're gonna go again with piece numbers in tow. So 25 on this side so that you can see the numbers and the markings. Okay, so 25, and then we'll go 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. 26, 27, 26, 27, 28. These are all the same size, I think. 26. No, they're not. See? That's why you don't do things like that. Okay. So, 26. I should have probably put these on the nacelles before putting this piece on the body. I'm going to disagree with them on that step, but I am putting these on in order. It's just getting around it. I have them in order. They do have a little bit of a size importance in their step. 28, 29, 30. Let's see, there's 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. $30. And 31. Riveting television again. I should be talking while I'm doing this. I'm not used to that. But I'm almost done with this, so it's like, you know, I'm like, we got finishing on the brain. And I will say this, first of all, it looks excellent. You know, I am so not concerned with you know, how this thing looks in terms of size. In this case, size is not going to matter. 32, let's see, 33 and 34. 33 and 34. Yeah. And again, I actually back this step up so that it's not on the fuselage yet, because it's like getting these little discs on here for bigger fingers. 35 and 36. 35. But since this thing is so easy, I figured I would just, you know, build it and be done with it. There is something to wait around for after this. I promise. 37. 38. So really the piece count is the amount of steps there are to building this thing, because they managed to keep their steps all in line with their piece count. Which is fantastic. That's nice for those of us who are becoming somewhat dyslexic. And they give you some pieces here which are not use, apparently, which is cool. They give you some extra in case you lose something or something rolls away. That's, yeah, very nice of them. Okay, well,
There it is, the finished Enterprise.
wow. Another quick build. That's 2 in an afternoon. But okay, my final verdict on this is it is a cute little model, but it is a little model, as you see, next to my gigantic head. That can be a good thing though. Little stuff is fun. It's fun to build on a rainy day like today, where you got nothing going on. So if you spend the amount of money that I spent on this, and I'll put it on the bottom of the screen because I'm gonna have to look it up, then you too can have a little Enterprise to build and maybe paint. But I kind of like the wood tone. The whole point of it is kind of to have a spaceship out of balsa wood. So there you go. And once I apply a little bit of glue, I think I'm going to hang it. It kind of feels like I can maybe get it done. Should be interesting. And I can base a whole nother show on it. Great. Programming 2022. Thanks for coming out here, everybody, to the Monkey Shine Lab for a little Lego, a little balsa, and a little conversation. You know, I really like talking to all of you. I have gotten to know a couple of you because you post a lot in the comments. I always appreciate that. You know, Chris Sheets, by the way, everybody, the Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit. Chris Sheets is the guy who's responsible for that really cool character of me as a monkey in a lab coat holding test tubes and stuff. It's Scott McClendon up in Canada. You know, all of you, Rusty, everybody throw out a little good energy Rusty's way. And, remember, like, share, and subscribe if you can. Come on. You get to see riveting television like me building a balsa wood Enterprise. Anyway, that's what we got for you here. Thanks very much, and come on back, because we'll still be here when you do. Right here at the Monkey Shine Lab.